Hi guys, how's this stitching? I'm Tatiana and today is my Flosstube number 29 and I'm so eager to share with you my progress on many stitching. So before that, I want to share with you an amazing experience that I had last weekend. So as you know, if you watch my video, you know that there is an Italian Association of Cross Stitch. And I got an invitation to the celebration of 15 years. So one of the chapters, it's not for entire 15 years. It's not for entire association, but of a local chapter, which is not far from Milan. I was so happy to get an invitation to this celebration. So I'm not officially part of the association, but after this event I really looking forward to it. It was unexpected for me because I thought that my Italian is not good enough to just chat with like freely chat with other Italians. But you know, when you are united by stitching, language is not a barrier anymore. So after this event, I got a confirmation that my Italian is good enough to be part of this amazing communities of ladies and gentlemen also. They're not only women. So as a little gift, we got this beautiful handmade, I don't know what's it called, the thing. And I supposed to look how this animal is called in English, and I forgot. Well, my English also is not as good as I wish to. So anyway, here is the official symbol of the area from which this chapter of association is coming from. And on the back side, there is saying 15 years together. So beautiful, so beautiful. It's so charming. I was so happy. We received it as a little gift when we were leaving the event. And it was packed, so I didn't see what it is until I got home. And then when I opened it, I was like, oh, yay. Yeah, so I'm so happy to participate in this event. Thank you for my stitcher friend for inviting me. I got an invitation from a stitch friend whom I met at Stitch Basel retreat last year. So it was even the year before. Oh yeah, it's been already some time. So amazing experience. And not only that, but I also met a designer, un attimo, just a moment, Cuoreditela Disegni, and she's an Italian designer, Francesca, her name, and her brand is Cuoreditela Disegni. She made this exclusive design for this meeting of celebrating 15 years together, and of course I had to start it. Before the retreat, what's it called? We got color numbers, but we didn't see the pattern. So once I arrived, I had a start. That's all that I stitched during the retreat. It was for 2 days, but I went only for the second day because it's a little bit driving from my place. So doing 2 days in a row, such a long drive, for me, it would be a little bit too much. Yeah, so I'm stitching it on a mystery fabric, linen 32 count from Primitive Hair, called for DMC colors. Little start on that. So happy. I'm telling you that this weekend was really like, it was the last day before my classes at university start, so I was a little bit like in the mood that the next day I need to start studying again and go to university. But the atmosphere there was so amazing that I just relaxed, I enjoyed, we laughed, we hugged, we chatted, we made so many jokes, we told stories, we had nice Italian food there. Beautiful, beautiful experience. So I think I'm joining the Italian Association of Cross Stitch because I really enjoy this community of people. Okay. So that was my biggest emotions since I've seen you last. I stitched a lot. So now to my stitching. I stitched a lot, and but I show you in the moment. Today I want to start from my Vyshyvankas embroidered shirt. If you for a while on my channel, you know what it is. And last time I didn't stitch any Vyshyvanka, which is very rare for me. Usually I always stitch it. I will always have it on my table. So I decided to catch up. And here's my Malovanka. This is a particular style of Ukrainian traditional stitching where you outline a design or what you want to stitch and you then fill it up with bright colors. And it's called Malovanka, which can be translated as painted or colored. Yeah, from Ukrainian. So this is going to be a sleeve like that. Oh, it will be such a bright Vyshyvanka. So I put in some stitches. I think I'm happy with the design for the sleeve. I will need to mirror image it on the other side and of course fill up with colors. Happy with my progress. I was happy to stitch on it, to, you know, I'm developing design for this Vyshyvanka myself. So it's a long process. It's not like a pattern when you pick and stitch. Here I design myself. So many unpicking happening because I'm not happy with what stitch I used or what color I used or what density of floss I used. So it's always the first steps of this Vyshyvanka before it gets to life. It's takes a lot of time. So, but once I decide with the outline of design, the second sleeve will be much faster because I will just copy mirror image of my first sleeve. Yeah, happy with that. To show you my next Vyshyvanka, I need a help of Tatiana. You already met Tatiana before. Where have you been? What happened to you? This is my friend who helps me to show my Vyshyvanka because it's no. Where is this? Okay. And I have progress. I have progress of this Vyshyvanka, and I want to finish it. Okay, I have needles. Wow, a little bit messy here. I want to finish this Vyshyvanka till May, mid-May, because we have Vyshyvanka Day. It's every year celebration of Vyshyvanka craft. So here is my progress. I finished those lines. If you remember, they were not finished completely. And I start doing the color. Can you see it? Can you see me? Hopefully. And it will be a smoking that I will just finish off with another piece of fabric to hide the edge. And it will be like this. Yay, my Vyshyvanka! So this part is on good progress. Well, it looks a little bit disorganized now, but it will be really beautiful like that. And on this event, I took this Vyshyvanka to celebrating two retreats that I just told you described, and everybody was so excited about my Vyshyvanka. I got so many compliments. Thank you, everyone. I was well, I was very happy to receive all those compliments. Maybe even a little bit too much of compliments, but I enjoy every bit of it. And here is my finished sleeve. Yay! I finished the first sleeve finally. It was very long, so now I need to do the second one. But this sleeve will be attached like this to the top part of the sleeve, and then I will do like a nice smoking here also, so it will be like that. So beautiful. Oh. Yeah. In about 2 months, this Vyshyvanka will be finished. Really not that much left to do. Very happy with my progress. So I'm stitching it on Ukrainian fabric. It's linen, about 34 count, I would say. And it's 50% cotton for 50% linen. Yay! With a DMC Cordonnet Special Force. Okay. So that was my Vyshyvankas that I had some progress on. And somebody commented that they would love to learn more of Ukrainian words. And I think it's an amazing idea. So you learn already Vyshyvanka. You know the word rushnik, which is tower, traditional Ukrainian tower. And for example, cross-stitch. Cross-stitch in Ukrainian will be hrestik. So you can learn another Ukrainian word, hrestik, which is cross-stitch. Yeah, maybe now every Flosstube I will be showing another Ukrainian word related to stitching. So you can start learn a little bit of Ukrainian. Okay, so now to my cross stitch. This year focus piece is Tropical Garden. I had it from which I'm stitching on this pattern. You can find it Etsy. I found it in a different place, but you can find it on Etsy. I'm stitching it on DMC Zweigart linen 32 count 2/2 code for DMC floss. And this is my 2025 focus. So I'm stitching on it every month, trying to finish it by the end of the year. And this time I worked on the central motif. I did this flower and some motifs around. Happy with my progress. So far so good. I'm on a track to finish this project by the end of the year. Yeah, it will be a pillow for my yellow room, which is now in reconstruction, and my hands, they look terrible. I'm doing reconstruction myself in my house, so my hands are like not very beautiful. So I'm showing you from far apart. Don't look at my hands, please. Another focus was my winter focus. So winter is over. Good that winter is over, because I'm ready for warmer part of the year. And it was Roots of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery. You all know this pattern. And the goal was to finish it by the end of the winter, which didn't happen, as you can see. I adapted this piece for my cats, and I still want to finish it. So I will keep it in my rotation until it's done. It's about 7,000 stitches left to stitch. So hopefully in a couple of months, I should be able to do that. It definitely will be like a finish. I'm not putting it away in my WIP pile. I'm like working on it as I can. Yeah, since I seen you, I didn't stitch much. I put like, I don't know, 50 crosses maybe in it, so you can't even see it. But I'm determined to finish it because it's a beautiful piece and I want it framed on my wall. So that's that. Winter is over. Now spring is coming. So now I have a next focus piece for spring, which will be a rushnik, Ukrainian traditional tower. This one is not wildly traditional. It's a modern version of traditional. So this will be a trident stitched in Sokalska style. Sokalska is the name of the style, so it's not like a word that can be translated. Already made both sides. Huh. I thought I had only one side done. I made both of them. Look at me. Huh. It's really not that much left to stitch, so this is the plan to finish till during the spring, till the end of the spring. Yeah. Here I will also use some of mereshka. How to translate it in English, I don't know. It's when you do, I have it in Vyshyvanka, when you pull out some flosses and you stitch around the vertical flosses that are left. So you have this like holes in your fabric in a beautiful way. So also this mereshka will be used on this tower. Of course, I will show you that as well. So this is a starting point, and that's a focus piece, so you will see more of it until it's done. And another focus that I had is my between Flosstube focus. It was Temperature Butterfly by Stitching Mommy. She's an Etsy and she has her Flosstube. I had a plan to stitch 3 butterflies, and I accomplished that. Those were 3 summer months of year 2022, and it was very hot. It was so hot. You can see by colors, it was a hot summer. And you see here are some cooler days. It's because I went to Ukraine. This year, I made a temperature scale, not for one city, but for cities I've been to during the year. And that year, unfortunately, I traveled a lot. So, yeah. For reasons that are not very nice. Anyway, so that was my travel to Ukraine. So a little bit, few of cool days, even though it was August in Ukraine, it's not as hot as in Italy, as you can see in August. So also want to be finished this year, but for now I put it aside, and sometime during this year I hope to finish it. So it was my focus piece, and now the next focus piece until the next Flosstube is Angel Pray by Teresa Kogut. I got it from Idee in PDF, so it's pattern keeper comparable, which was very handy. And this is my starting point. It was my birthday start last year, and I want to finish it before my next birthday, so I can start another project. Well, I don't need permissions to start now. I just start project. I started so many projects this year already. But I also aiming to finish many. So anyway, I'm enjoying the process. Who counts? I count, okay, but it's not for a number purposes. It's just for entertainment. So this is a starting point, and it will be my focus piece till the next time. I want to finish a wing. She has a wing, and I want to finish it by the next time. Another exciting project that I had last week, I filmed a book, cross-stitch book with Parade. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I collected all the books that I have related to needlework and cross-stitch, and I made a flip through, and I shared my experience with those books. So in that video, I also picked a start because many of those books contain patterns, and I wanted to start some of them. So the pick was this beautiful book, Punto Croce Creativa, which is a creative cross-stitch. It's in Italian, with Jean Dorman also, and it has many samplers. beautiful antique samplers. So if you're curious, you can. I made a flip through of this book in my last video, and I had a start. Okay, maybe I will show you what I started. Right. Here we go. I started this project. Beautiful Italian countryside. I have very modest project. Progress. I'm stitching it on swan-based fabric, color Embroidery, and here's my progress. Dramatic, I know. So I started from the middle, from the alphabet, and the pattern contains an arrow, a mistake, quite a big one. It has a different number of stitches between rows, and I started following the pattern, and I realized that it's not symmetrical and it didn't look beautiful. So I had to unpick several letters, and after unpicking, I just lost my interest to this project, unfortunately. So I didn't proceed because I was quite disappointed with the arrow in the pattern. And to be honest, patterns in this book are not very high quality. They are poorly written, they are poorly organized. They don't have this overlap between pages. So it's like, they're a nice project, very nice one. But to work with those patterns, you like need to think before you do anything. So I put it away for now, but I'm enjoying the fabric. Swan-based fabric is amazing fabric. I highly recommend that. Beautiful. I will use code for DMC for all of colors except for two main colors that I used for alphabet, and I will use darker one, Classic Color Box Plum Paisley, and the lighter one will be Weekday Works Lilac. Yeah, and the rest will be code for DMC. Yeah, beautiful project. Not beautiful pattern, but project is very nice, and fabric was amazing. I'm enjoying it, except for the arrow and not picking. Okay, so next one is all creatures, great and small. I'm stitching the white cat from this booklet. I'm stitching this cat. I made very little progress. I put like literally, I don't know, 30 stitches in it. I did a little bit of tail. Here's my progress. But the reason why I'm showing this cat now, even though I haven't stitched too much, is because somebody asked me to give my color conversion. So here is my color conversion. There are DMC, there are variegated floss code for, but I use what I have in my stash. So here's my conversion if you're interested. Yeah, and it looks like this. I'm missing floss. I'm preparing a big order on 1 to 3 stitch with missing variegated flosses that I have for several projects that are missing. So I'm like collecting information and preparing too big of an order from 1 to 3 stitch. Very little left to stitch on this project. So once floss arrive, I will be able to finish it. More fun stories. I try to keep this one short because my studies start at university and I have to go to university. So I can't dedicate as much time to stitching as I was able during my vacation period. Another story. I try to keep it short. So we had on February 14, Friday, February 14, we had exam at university, and after the exam with my friends we were like, oh, we need to, you know, celebrate that we passed the exam, that it's over. This particular exam. So we decided to go to sushi, as we usually do. We like to go to sushi in Italy, and usually we go without ordering a table. We were like, okay, there are always space. We don't need to order the table. We just go. It will be the table available. Friday evening, February 14. So imagine us arriving after exam, in jeans, in sweaters, in hoodies, like students after exam. And we arrive at a sushi place, at a restaurant, full of beautiful people, men with flowers, women in cute dresses. Of course, the restaurant was full because it's February 14. It's a Valentine's Day that we completely forgot because we were concentrated on our exam. And we are standing there, looking really out of place. And we're like, okay. So we had to call several restaurants in the town to see if any place has a table. At the end we found the table and we had to drive to another place to eat sushi. So it was quite a funny experience. We still had a great time, even in jeans, But yeah, and when I came back home, I like, okay, it's a Valentine's Day, so I need to celebrate it. And I started a project. This is a Ukrainian cross-stitch magazine that is called Vyshyvanka. Easy. Vyshyvanka is an embroidered shirt, as you know. And not only have they a project for actual Vyshyvanka, but they also have a smaller project. And I started a Cupidon project, Valentine's Day little stitching. I already stitched entire Cupidon and I'm missing the heart around it. And I also to finish it in a pillow as it showed here. Yep, I'm using the variegated floss. It's somewhere around. It's called Wix Dyeworks Love. And I think it suits very nice this project. Yay. I'm stitching it on 32 count, Zweigart, even weave. I don't remember the color. If you're interested, I will comment. I will find the color name. You see, I stitched a lot. Guys, I stitched a lot. Another project. Another project from my weeks of starts is Julie Godefroid by Soed. It's a Netherlands needle workshop. Amazing project that I'm enjoying very much. I'm using my color conversion from different overdyed floss that I had in my stash, and I'm very happy with my conversion. Here is my progress. All the missing. Sorry. Here is my progress. I stitched on a top central biggest motif of houses and grass. Yeah, not that much stitching. Last time I had it as my focus piece, so I had more progress, but I really enjoyed this project, so I just kept it in my rotation and I went on. I'm stitching it also on Zweigart, as you can see. Fabric name 3609, 32 count to over 2. My color conversion of overdyed floss. Happy with it, very happy with it. Beautiful pattern, easy to stitch, beautifully made, like everything is perfect. I'm so happy with that. I'm just enjoying every bit of it. Yay, that is that. And the last one. Okay, today I'm showing quite quickly. I need to go to university today. And here that lives in a project bag that I made and designed myself. This is my design. I talked more about it last time. And here lives One Stitch at a Time by Ladidam. This is a stitch along that we're having in our stitching group. Across the Pond Stitch and Chart is a Facebook group where we exchange our love to cross stitch, and we also meet via Zoom every second Saturday of the month to stitch together. And for this year, we decided also to do a stitch along. So we choose this project, and I met the prompt. Sarah from Sarah. She divided the project into 10 parts, and we tried to stitch like one part a month. So I finished January and February part. There were those 2 rows of stitching. Very happy with also my own color conversion. I'm stitching it on Swan Bay fabric, Mary Sampler. I love Swan Bay fabric. Unfortunately, they are in UK. Unfortunately for me, because I am in Italy, and to order them, I need to like pay a lot for customs, for some random postal charges. I don't know. So I can't order it as easily. So next time I'm in UK, I will make a big order so I can carry it myself to Italy. You're not paying all these customs and random charges for no reason. Okay, so that was my all of my stitching. I also had a cute sewing project. I made a present for my friend. She had a birthday, and I made a present for her cat. Like, not for my friend, for her cat. I made a cat, like cat bed, double-sided, with a cute pattern. And if you're interested, guys, I will make a video on how I made it. Because it turned out really, really cute, like better than I expected. And I was very happy. And the cat is happy. She's using it. She's playing in it. I got videos and pictures. Yeah. This bed is now in use, which I'm very happy for. So that was all my stitching. Thank you for stitching with me. I know you're sitting there and stitching. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Happy stitching.